Hello there, welcome to another video from this channel. So I am Xie and today we're gonna do a sketching video. So it's sort of like sketching with me sort of video, and also my tips on how to fill in your sketchbook, and also why you should keep a sketchbook by your side. Now right now I'm doing what I'm sketching on this page is I'm trying to explore ideas with the elements that I have in mind. So right now I'm having ideas on birds with Sundays. I think it is more related to what I'm craving right now, especially during these quarantine times. It is so difficult to find soft serve around my area, so I really crave for really nice soft serve, and also I like birds. So I'm just very curious to try to match those elements together to see how it really works out, and yeah, I'm just gonna see how it goes from there. And this is how it works. My sketching is not the best. I think it's because I'm not that impatient. No, wait, that's the other way around. I am very impatient and I cannot make any sketches even neat. So I just feel like I just want to get these ideas on paper right away, right this second. And the next one here is that this picture of a crush can that I took the other day. I thought of trying to implement something into this can to make it more interesting, and I feel like, you know, maybe I could add a tentacle out of the hole. Maybe it will look more of a creature or some sort. So this is a real time on how I sketch things. I absolutely have no referencing done on these tentacles. It's just what I wanted to, how I want it to look like on the visual. Now I think when it comes to sketchbooks, I try to make more room for mistakes. I feel like it's actually a good space for everyone to make more mistakes, because sketchbooks is a very personal thing. It's sort of like a diary or a journal where you probably practice your paintings, or probably you sketch down the ideas that you have in mind. Whenever it comes to sketchbooks, I feel like you should try to make it as rough as possible, or maybe as neat as you can. For my case, I have to make it rough because my brain works like this. Like, if I have this idea, I need to get it done right now before I forget this, because I have a tendency to forget little details, and I have no idea why would I paint blue on that cream. I think at that time I wasn't really aware what that is, so I just simply put on color, and when I look at right now, it feels like I make a mistake. But it's alright. That's the whole point of having sketchbooks, is to make it as a learning experience for the painting itself. I previously I remember when I tried to paint, I did not use sketchbooks as much because I am very impatient and I always go with the flow. And just recently, earlier this year, around January, I bought myself a good quality sketchbook, and I really understand why people would recommend a very good quality sketchbook. So this sketchbook is by Stillman and Birn. It's one of the Zeta series. I think it's a smooth white texture, and it's pretty thick, so it can actually takes on double pages, which means you can paint on the front page and you can paint on the page behind without any bleeding. And that's what I really like it, and I feel like it's actually a very good money spent on, especially if you are a avid painter. I wouldn't call myself a professional, don't worry. And so this is the part where I added pencil and color pencils to actually aid my imagination. And I think it's actually a very good tool for you to utilize different mediums into your sketchbook, because who knows, you might like that effect from a certain medium. And this next one, on the tentacle out from the can, I personally feel like there's more room for improvement for this side, especially with the composition. And I think that this drink itself is not as popular in the Western country. So this drink is very similar to Pocari Sweat. It's an isotonic drink that you can find from Japan. So this one is another isotonic drink which is pretty popular in Southeast Asia. Even I myself have a lot of not a lot, like a few bottles of it at home, because I usually drink this when I'm dehydrated. Staying in a tropical country, you tend to feel dehydrated very easily from the sun and also the humidity. And so having 100 plus around the house is actually a very good help for hydrate yourself. And it tastes like Pocari Sweat, yeah, I think. So right now, if you look into this speed painting, this very speed video, I actually had quite a struggle trying to figuring out what to do with the tentacle, because I already figured out the composition was a little bit off. Excuse my reflection on my phone there. If I look very scary, I'm sorry. So I was trying to save this sketch because I want to see how far I can go with this mistake. And that is another thing that you can actually try on your sketchbook. No matter how ugly or how disappointing it looks, you always try your best to try to save it in a way to work on different alternatives to make it work. Perhaps you might have other ideas fleeting over. So the next page here, this one is very impromptu. I was out of ideas and all I wanted to draw is a hornbill, and I wanted to add tentacles because I have no ideas. I was like, okay, maybe I just try tentacles instead. And the idea in this page, I feel it's slightly unique, but at the same time I feel like it needs more improvement as well. I think it's very fantasy-like, and that's something that I always do with my paintings. Like this bird is having an air bubble around her, and this hornbill is staying on the tentacles. So it's sort of like a friendship thing between the tentacle creature and the bird. And at this point, I was also struggling, but I just need to move on forward to see how it looks like in full form. So I just work on. If 5 years ago I would straight away give up on this page, but today I feel like it's better for you to commit to the whole process, because you might not know, you might have like different ideas coming through you, and the image is slowly forming up, and I was trying to add more different colors, and that's how you can actually experiment with color mixing. At first I did not intend to add pink into that blue tentacle, but I was very curious, so that's why I just added on regardless. And yeah, so that's how it is for this illustration. And here is the real-time paint, and I was watching Daily Gracie's Sims 4 build. I try not to be very embarrassed, but I love playing The Sims 4. I've been playing The Sims since I was in high school, and I think you can guess my age right now, but The Sims 4 is like my favorite game, and I always try to make it as my reward. Let me know if you guys are playing. I really would love to see your builds. Right now I don't really play anymore because I am very motivated to create more videos and try to paint. I think it's like a phase thing, you know, like some days you just feel like you don't want to do anything. Some days you're on fire, you just want to try to do every single thing every day. And today is one of those days where I feel very motivated to work hard on my channel. So and one funny thing is I referred to my older sketchbook which I did for a painting a day series, and I wasn't really confident with the bubbles, so I referred to my old sketches for reference. And that's actually one good thing on referencing on your own sketchbooks. It's actually a very good tool for you to look back into your works. And you know, I have those ideas, I have those difficulty on trying to make a certain object similar to my previous paintings. So what I do is I refer to my older paintings and try to refer to it to maintain consistency. I'm not sure if other painters will have this difficulty or not, but it definitely is one of mine. And this is the sketch that I wanted to make it the last minute one because I just don't like that tentacle piece. So I'm trying to implement another idea, which is having two goldfishes swimming around the can. I think the first thing that comes to my mind is littering, but at the same time perhaps they are like exploring, you might not know. So I think we're in the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, if you have any suggestions or anything, let me know. And I will see you in the next video. So thank you so much for watching. And probably my voiceover is not really that great, but I will improve over time. So yeah, stay safe, stay happy guys. Bye.